Yes. Hello and good evening to everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah. But Abhishek Sharma is there. Hema Kedari is there. Ketan is there. Masroor is there. Samir Verma. Then Shahaji Patil and Sulaikhan. Okay. All of you are there. So let us start today's session without going in waiting for others. But let me ask you if you have any queries, we'll sort it out before going to the class. Otherwise, we'll straight away start today's session. Yes. Hello. Anybody having any queries, doubts that whatever we have learned in previous 4 5 sessions? Hello. Yes. Anyone? No queries? Can I go ahead then? Hello.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let, yeah. Let us move there. Okay. So today we'll start with our practical problem, and we'll consider the practical problem right from say we have got a drawing from architect, and then we'll provide some GA arrangement, and then we'll go ahead. So let us first open that drawing. So I will go to this. So this is local D. Okay, then you can go in this folder. Okay, so Excel new folder GAHRB practical problem GA. So we'll first try to read something from architectural drawing. We'll prepare it for our GA etc. And then we'll proceed to ETAP. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my drawing. Uh, you can see the architect has given us a drawing in this format, and this is a basic drawing. And right in the beginning, there are no much details, and just you go on constructing your GA, you will get the other details also. Let us see. You can see over here. So this is your parking floor that the architect has given. So entire floor is considered for parking, and you can see that this is a parking area, this is a parking area, and this is open area, and then at ground floor you will see a staircase. Okay, clear? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you can see the total dimension of the building. That is the length in the x direction is 19,030. So it is something you can say 19.03 meter, and the width of the building is coming out to be 8.81 meter in y direction. So you can say that this is your parking floor, and architect has planned uh, a residential building. Let's say uh, this is again your staircase. Then this may be open space. Later on, we'll add a lift over here. Right now, we are saying that this is a open space. Now, so as you come from the staircase to the first floor, you will see that uh, this is one flat, this is another flat, then this is third, and this is fourth. So you will have four flats, uh, two on left side and two on right side, and this is the common passage area that architect has provided. Uh, Now you can see over here, the first room is living, then there is a kitchen, then there is a bedroom, and here is a common toilet, or you can say washroom. Okay, So this is a common toilet. So this is one flat, and similar to this, there is another flat, and the mirror of this is on the right side. Clear? Very simple drawing we have chosen because we want to learn. So we cannot start with very complicated drawing. Clear? Hello?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Now, so this is your first floor drawing that architect has given. And here you can see now, okay, we have added this. So you can copy it ground at ground also. Now here, the additional thing is only this balcony. So the balcony is applied at second floor. Uh, for every flat, you will see that the balcony is comprising, which is common to bedroom and kitchen, right? So this is your second floor, and then architect said that this is the terrace floor. Okay. Now you will consider this first and third similar, or third and fifth similar. Similarly, here you can say that second and fourth is similar. So in this drawing, you are getting alternate floor similar. Clear?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah. So based on this, you can have, or the architect will also give you the sections, probable sections. You can see one section is going through this. So bedroom, and there are two bathroom over here, or toilets. Another section is going through this BB, and CC is a section that is that you are getting, that is crossing your stair. So these sections will also give you information about the story. So you can check it. So if I start with say this is a B section, so you can check it over here. The B section is going through living and living, and here you can see uh, a a living on this side, a living on this side, and here you can mark, or you can find out floor to floor height, always from bottom floor to top of the floor. So floor to floor height, this architect is saying that he needs a 3000 mm or 3 meter as a floor to floor height. Clear? So you can check it like this. Okay. Then if you find out a section through A, that will give you the detailing about the bathroom, then bedroom and balcony. So you can check the section A. So this is your section A, and you can see this is. That means architect, here the architect is interested to provide a sunken slab for the toilet as 325 mm. Clear? And you can check that at second floor you are having a balcony on right side as well as on left side, and there is a sunk part. So the balcony is having a sunken part of 150. So later on you will feel it with brick bed coba over here, and a big brick bed coba over here. Clear? So accordingly you can check it. And now this is your section that is going through staircase. So you can say that this is a dogleg stair that architect wants. So dogleg stair, and there will be mid landing, and at every mid landing you will have to provide beam. So that we are calling as MLB, right? And floor to floor height is 3 meter. That means mid landing to mid landing will also be equal to 3 meter. Clear? Then at
Yes.
top, yeah. Then at top, you can see that this is a open area, and that's why it is to be covered with the cap. And now the cap that you are having, not at a 3 meter height, but you are having it at 2.5. So the staircase cap will be above the terrace with a height of 2.5, and here it is missing, but you can say that here there will be a BB masonry that will stand for 1 meter height. Clear? So this is the general information about the project, which we are going to detail in ETAP. Now the structural information. Now the structural information you have to assume. You can see that thickness of the wall is 150, then floor to floor height is 300, then toilet sunk slab, that is 325, balcony sunk slab is 150 mm. Then trade for the staircase, which is the horizontal distance of the step, that is 250, and riser, which is a vertical distance, that is 180. Most of the time it is something around 165, but yeah, we can say that. Now this is what we are assuming. Okay, architect has nothing to do with this. We are assuming that all beam sizes right in the beginning we are considering as 230 230 by 450, and all column sizes that we are considering as 230 by 600. Now these are not the final sizes. Remember, we'll create a model, we'll analyze the model with loading, and then based on that analysis, we'll finalize the sizes of beams and sizes of columns. They may get differ, but right now we are considering one size for beam, one size for column, and we are also considering a depth of slab as 125. So every slab will have right now as 125, and staircase slab, that is 200. So the west slab thickness for staircase that we are considering 200. Okay, again these are assumptions, and out of that the sizing of the elements might get changed, or it may be अगर आपका वो सही है so you can continue with that size, or if you want to change it you can change it later on. Clear?
सर
Yeah.
सर
Yes.
सर वेस्ट वेस्ट स्लैब किसको बोलते हैं अपन? वेस्ट स्लैब जो आपने अभी टर्म यूज किया.
Okay, let me show you. I will show you the west slab thickness. You can check it over here. Okay, so if I draw a line from this point and this is my slab, and if I measure this is the slab, this is the inclined slab, and that we are considering as how much it is 200, no? So we are considering it as 200. See, for the design we are considering only this slab and this triangular part, which we'll consider as a superimposed dead load.
Okay.
And based on that we'll calculate the thickness will be calculated, the weight of the slab will be calculated by software, but we'll add this thickness. So thickness of this RCC will add, or the weight of this triangular part will add on the slab as a superimposed dead load, and then the live load. So this is called a west slab thickness.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So you can draw a line from this point to this point, and you can see that it has it must have some depth. Otherwise, this slab will bend something like this. Yes. So for
Yes, sir.
that, this thickness has to be sufficient. It is just,
Okay.
you can say that it is a thickness of the inclined slab.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And normally the term is used as west slab thickness. That's why I was saying it as a west slab thickness. And the spelling of that will be WAIST, and not this WASTE. This will be west, and this will be also west. So these two spellings are incorrect, and this is correct. WAIST, west slab thickness. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll go ahead. Okay. Where? Yeah. So we have considered certain assumptions for the sizing of the elements, and we have considered the architectural drawing. Now, now the architect will not ask you anything, will not give you any information more than this, because he will say that you provide the column as per your suitability. So where you will provide the columns? Yes. Any
At the
So
guess?
impression of
starting from corner,
Yeah.
from one corner.
Yes. So you can see. I will start the entire thing first with the stairs. So I will say that my first choice will be a column over here. Then there will be a column over here. Then there will be a column over here and column over here. So I will have 4 columns marked right in the beginning, because later on I have to cover this, and I have to also span the staircase in the two as per the going and west slab. Okay. Now then, at every corner I will try to have a column. I can have a column over here. I can have a column over here and a column over here. Right. See, that will be my first choice. Later on, I will have to talk to the architect, and then architect will give me some instruction as per his choice, and he might give you some additional, or he might delete the columns if they are focusing. Now you can see that right in the beginning, we have asked the architect to have a column over here and column over here. But if the 2 columns are placed on the parking, let's see the parking. Okay. Now, if I place the columns over parking, then it will be somewhere here and somewhere here. And then there will be a column over here and a column over here. But then architect said that if you provide 2 columns over here, as I want to enter from this side, it will obstruct the entry of the car. So he said that instead of these 2 columns, you can provide 1 column over here and delete this column and delete this column, so that I will get a sufficient entry for the car. Are you getting it? So
Yes, sir.
yeah. So this type of discussions will always go on with the architect, and finally, both of you will agree to some mutual understanding. कुछ कॉमन निकलेगा ना? Yes.
Yes, sir.
You may say right in the beginning, you may say that I don't want a column over here. I will provide a column over here and a column over here. And there is a column over here as well as a column over here. But later on, the columns will be more, and again, he will say that if this car is going in this direction, then it will this column will obstruct. So finally, he will say that remove this column, and provide it over here. Okay, here I will say that it is though you are a design engineer for this project, you are not the only one person who will take the decision, because the decisions are taken with the team. So you are having your says, architect will have his say, and based on that, finally you will come to see that. Here also, you can say that the initial proposal that a column over here and a column over here and a column over here was denied by the architect, because he wanted a car to be placed over here, a car to be placed over here, and a car to be placed over here at parking, not at residential, but at parking. So then we have removed this column and we have removed this column, and we provided a column over here, a column over here, and a column over here. This was also removed. Okay, so these are the discussion points, and then finally you will see that finally we have come to a conclusion that okay, this will satisfy the architect as well as it will satisfy for yourself. So finally the placing of column was confirmed by the architect like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to 18. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now the question is that whether the column will be provided, whether the column will be provided like this or like this. Yes,
Yes, sir.
ये कॉलम ऐसा भी प्रोवाइड कर सकते थे ना. See, the first thing is that you will have to make sure that you as well as architect will agree to a placing of column or layout of the columns will be finalized. Later on, then you may say that this you might need like this. Architect may say this. Okay, so that is the choice. But what will be our criteria? Yes, let us we'll talk about structural first, and then we'll see architectural detailing.
Yes, sir.
So the structural is that see, if I want to place a column over here, a column over here, and a column over here, I will see I will make the depth of the column parallel to the length or greater length of the beam. So if I calculate, let's say if I calculate a distance this much or a distance this much. So whichever is greater, I will provide a column parallel to or the depth of column parallel to this. Why? Because in that case, this will be my minor axis and this will be my major axis. So in our terms, we'll say that this is my 3 axis and this will be my 2 axis. Now, if I connect this beam as a fixed end, then this beam will transfer a moment, something like this. So that will be applied on axis, which is major. And this beam will transfer a moment, something like this. And that will act on the minor axis. So definitely M2, you will see always M2, most of the time M2 is less than M3. Then structurally, your position of the column is correct. Structurally, yeah? But many times your requirement is preceded by architectural requirement. Let's say architect has a door over here. Okay, let's say there is a door. In that case, this will be the actual position. What is happening here? Because if you go to second floor, you will find there will be a door over here or somewhere here. So you are having a balcony, something like this, right?
Sir.
In that case, if the door is applied over here, so for that you are placing a column like this. Now actually you want a column like this, but you had to provide, or you are restricted to provide a column like this. In that case, what will happen? the reinforcement or sizing of this column will be more because it is subjected to a minor axis moment. Because this beam will provide moment like this, and this it will be acted on the minor axis, and then this will become M2, and this will become M3. And in that case, you will find that M3 is less than M2, which is possible, but structurally you will need more reinforcement, right?
Yes, sir.
So only that layout you can take it into a see, if I'm allowed to provide the column as per my requirement, I will provide the uh, arrangement of columns such that major axis will carry a major moment and minor axis will carry minor moment. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Now here you will see, here there will be another thing. This beam will provide a moment. This beam will provide moment like this, and this beam will provide moment like this. So finally there will be let's say if this is M1 and this is M2, then finally unbalanced moment will be carried by the column. So M1 minus M2 or whatever, M2 minus M1, that depends. But here M1 minus M2 will be the unbalanced moment, and this column is transferring a moment on this axis, right? In that case, it will be a major axis moment because the column is oriented like this, and you are having M3 something like this. So this is your 3 axis. That means here you will find this M1 minus M2 is less than M3. Clear? So that is about edge. And what about internal column, where you will see here this moment will be nullifying this moment. So the difference will be small, and this moment they will be almost same, and they will equilibrate each other, and there will be no moment. Okay, so that is also how you can see the behavior of the column. Clear? थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस के बाद आपको आएगा. इनिशियली क्या होगा, आपको ऐसा चाहिए था, आपने ऐसा अप्लाई किया, उससे ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. द ओनली थिंग इज दैट इफ यू वांट टू क्रिएट इकोनॉमी इन योर डिजाइन, you will try to see the major axis moment and minor axis moment, and always see major axis will carry a maximum moment because it is subjected to lever arm. ये लीवर आर्म का कंसेप्ट मैं थोड़ा बताता हूं और फिर विल गो टू ETAP. सी, इफ यू आर हैविंग this as your column size. Okay, clear? So here you will see that you are providing a reinforcement, and whatever reinforcement that you are providing over here will be like this. So there will be a reinforcement something like this. Now if I talk about major axis, see the distance between the two, or distance between the two. So this is my lever arm, right? A couple something like this. So that will provide me the couple, resisting couple. Yes, see, this is T and this is C. So whatever is the distance, let's say this, so moment will be T multiplied by Z. Yes.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
But if it is over here, see, I get this much distance as a lever arm. So then moment to this is specified. That means to if this moment is increased, then I will have to provide more AST, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is also under consideration, and based on that, the entire ASC in the column will affect. See, for the same loading, the ASC required for the same size, but the orientation in one case you are having orientation like this, in another case you are having orientation like this. So for the same axial force and same moment, you might see different ASC in both cases because of change of orientation. So structurally, the orientation takes that is to be considered. So that is one of the parameters why you will see that some people are providing more reinforcement for the same size, while the someone competitive competitor will provide lesser ASC because of proper choice of orientation of column. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Huh. But many times what happens, as my experience is that many times architect do not listen. वो बोलते हैं, नहीं नहीं यार ये मुझे ये इस तरफ चाहिए या ये अंदर चाहिए ये बाहर चाहिए वो अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा है वैसे illogical reasons. They only consider their ease. Okay, so this way you can see now once you have approximately located the columns and you are going for one size of column, and then you can carry out the beam. So this is called a general arrangement at parking floor. Then
हेलो
here
सर.
you see this is the general arrangement for
सर
yeah.
सर वो लीवर आर्म वाला कंसेप्ट ऐसे था ना सर, जैसे जेड है, जिसकी ज्यादा जेड होगी उसका ज्यादा मूवमेंट आएगा.
नहीं 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 भैया, ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. जितना ज्यादा जेड लगेगा उतना ज्यादा आपको एसी लगेगा. सी
अच्छा.
मोमेंट जो है ना,
हाँ.
let me clear you. See, this moment is your outcome. This depends on your loading and span. Okay, so I
Okay.
will talk about this mu design. So the design moment is the outcome of your analysis, and if I talk MUR, that is the capacity of that column to carry out the moment. Okay, so this will affect. See, this will be as per your design, but if you are getting for the same size, if you are getting more MUR in one case, and in another case you are getting less MUR, capacity of that column to carry the moment. So that is MUR, moment of resistance. That is the capacity of the column and reinforcement that you are providing. And design moment is the outcome of your loading, spanning, arrangement, and all that. So the analysis will give you design moment, and internal arrangement of the sizing of the column and reinforcement that you are providing will give you MUR, and we have to check that MUR is always has to be greater than MU design, right? So this is your demand and this is what you have. Are you getting it?
Yes sir.
So you must have a capacity more than what is the demand. So MUR has to be more than MU design. Okay.
Yes sir.
If the Z is more, you will say
Okay,
that
sir.
MUR is more. But MU design will be then you will see for the less amount of steel, you will take care of this design moment, because you are getting Z more. That means ASC will be less, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now we'll focus on that. So based on that, now finally we have prepared, or you can also prepare uh, beam layout. So for beam layout, you can say it's very simple that at every this wall, below every wall, you will provide the beam, and you will see that every column is connected by beam, and that is, so finally you can see that this is your final layout. Now you can say that this is your two-way, this is your one-way or two-way. Right now we are saying two-way, and this is your sunken slab. So it is having this. Okay, once this GA is finalized at every floor. See, now I am saying that this is my GA at plinth level or parking level. Then this is my GA at first story, third story, fifth story, if it is has, and this is a GA for second, fourth, etc. So second floor plan, and finally, you can see that this is a GA for my terrace slab. Why I am not providing a beam over here? Because now at terrace there is no bathroom, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's why we have deleted the small beams over here. So so now we are having all structural detailing. Now you can send it to the architect's office and get it approved by them, because the architect also has he may ask you that can you avoid this beam, etc. So that's why you will have to make it approved, and then you will create a grid line. And now how you are going to create a grid line? You will create a grid line, that the grid line that is passing. So let's say we have created it over here. So every grid line is passing through the center of beam. Okay, not center of column. We are considering a grid line that is passing through center line, and the grid lines will be placed on all those points where there are main beams. We are not going to have a grid line for secondary beams. See this secondary beam grid line, because we have other options to draw it. So at the time of drawing, we'll see how we can create this beam. Okay, clear? Once you draw the grid line parallel to y-axis, parallel to x-axis, and then you will find out the spacing between the two lines. So you can see that finally your grid line is coming A, B, C, D, E, F in x direction, and 1, 2, 3 in y direction. So now I am prepared to create a ETAP model. Yes,
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yeah. And what about the story height? You can see that here you are providing, or let's say geotechnical report are revealing that at 1.5 meter below the ground level, you are getting a good strata on which you can provide your footing. So we are going for isolated footing, and we are having that. So bottom story height will be 1.5. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll see that a story height. That story height you can see over here. So the bottom story height is 1.5, and a story height is getting as 3 meter everywhere. But many times it may differ. If you are having, say, this parking height high, then you may have a 4.5 as first story, and all other stories as 3 meter or 3.2 meter, or whatever architect wants. So the story height will be floor to floor height, and bottom story height will be considered as a depth of footing from the ground level where you are going to provide plain beams. Okay, so top of the plane to bottom of footing, that will be your bottom story height. Clear?
सर
Yeah.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था,
हाँ.
जो हाई राइज बिल्डिंग होती है
हम्म.
जैसे G+, तो उसके अंदर अपन प्लिंथ बीम प्रोवाइड नहीं करते क्या?
होता है ना. See, if you are going for lateral load resisting system, the basic requirement is that column should be tied at every floor level as well as at ground level. So you have to provide whether there is a structure or not, you have to tie the columns.
ओके सर.
Yeah. Okay. Then, okay, right now we'll concentrate on that, and you can see that our total height is coming out to be 18 meter from the ground level. Clear? So can we go ahead and create a grid line? Yes or no?
यस सर.
It's very simple.
Yes, sir.
Now I know this 5.095, 3.2, 2.21, 3.2, 5.095 in X direction, 4.29, 4.29 in Y direction. So how many grid line I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in X direction and 3 in Y direction. So now let us jump to that. So I will minimize this and we'll go to our E tab. So click on E tab. ना वही वो पुराना प्रोसेस शुरू हो जाएगा. तो E tab हम पहले तो will open the E tab model or E tab software. So it will take a little bit time. Okay, so it is getting. Okay, then I will click on new model. Okay, now
use
the new
built-in
model
settings.
initialization has started. I will go for use built-in settings, then
Okay.
metric SI, Indian, IS 800 and IS 456. That is okay. Then I will go for grid. Now here in grid spacing, you can check in your drawing. So how many floors that you need now? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this may be 8, or we'll do it later on. So right now, so story number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? And bottom story height will be 1.5, and typical story height will be 3. So I can go to that. Yeah, I think I have closed it. Okay, let me go. No, it is not working. Something was done untitled. Okay, it is showing some. Okay, why handwriting? Okay, I will go for Control Alter and delete so that will close because Task Manager. कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया, so we'll have to close this. not getting closed. Okay, let me close it. So I will close the entire system. Mm, yeah, it now it is coming. Yeah. Okay. So you can see that. So this was what we were thinking. It was about 7. So 3 is correct and 1.5 is also correct. Right? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now here you may go
Sir,
for,
you have put 15, 1.5.
yeah, it is 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. Yeah. Okay. And then this is correct. Then we'll go for this grid only, and we'll go over here, and there we'll make the changes. It's not responding. Yeah, it's okay. See, as per whatever we have given, he has created, but now we want to change it, so we can change it. The only thing is that I will have to open that AutoCAD drawing so that you will understand it. So here I will go where I have given the sizing. Yeah. Now you can see 5.095, 3.2. So we'll write it there. So now I want to change this because this is something 8 meters, 8 meters. So I want to change it. I can go to edit. In edit, I will go to edit story and grid system. And here I will go for modify show grid system. Click on it. And now you can say that, see, this is a display grid data as spacing. Because we are not going for cumulative data. So grid data as spacing. And now you can see that this will be 5.09, 5.095. Okay. And this will be how much it is? 3.2, 2.21. So I will go over here, 3.2. Okay. Then this will be 2.21. Now I cannot move this, so I will add 1, 2. Okay. Then again, I will change it as 3.2. Then this will be 5.095 as per our choice. And here you will see that 4.29. Okay. Then second will be 4.29, and you don't need third line because it is already there. So I will delete this. So I will delete this, and you will see that finally it 0. And if you click OK and OK, and you will see this is your grid data as per your choice. Yes, 5.095, 3.2, 2.21, 3.2, 5.095, and you can see 429, 429. So that is exactly what we have prepared. Clear? And story data that we have already done 7 story. So you can see that this is base. So or you can go to the elevation. So I'm clicking on this, then I'm going in elevation, and any elevation. You can see this is 1.5. then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this terrace, right? So ground plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is what our model presently needs. Later on, you may increase the n number of floors as per your choice, or you may decrease some floors if you want to make it. So that we'll see. Okay. यहाँ तक क्लियर हुआ?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now let's see.
सर
Yeah.
सर अपन को ग्रिड का डिस्टेंस ई टाइम में बनाते वक्त अपन को एक्चुअल जो ये ड्राइंग्स दे रखी है वो देखना पड़ेगा ना, जो
Yeah.
ग्रिड के इस बीच का स्पेस है.
So that is what we have applied. This
Hmm.
5.095, 3.2, 2.21, 3.2, 5.095. Exactly, that is what we have placed. 4.29 and 4.29. That you can see. You can check it. Okay, let me change the date. So I will go to options and I will go to graphic colors, then display, and in display I will go for instead of this white background, I will go for say black background. Okay, and the columns will be green, this yellow. Okay, that is okay, and braces, link, etc. And walls will be this, floors will be this. Okay, so that now you can check it. Yes, 5.095, 3.2, 2.21, 3.2, and 5.095. Yes,
Yes, sir.
and this is 4.29. 4.29. Because we want to draw the same model that is appearing in our architectural drawing or our structural GA drawing. Right?
Yes, sir.
So now I can provide a columns over here. Yes. But before that, then again, you will have to go to define, go to material properties, and add material. So here I will choose India. Then material type will be concrete. Then Indian M30. So let's go for M20 or M25, whatever you want. And you will see this. So that material is added. Then you will add the rebar also. For rebar, I'm choosing rebar Indian HYSD 415. Let's say we are using 415 for stirrups and lateral ties of column, and we'll apply HYSD 500 for main reinforcement, beam, slab, as well as longitudinal bars in column. So
add new material.
Yeah. Now, if I highlight this and if I make a copy of material, I don't have to change here because already it is there. The only thing is that okay, I will go for this as what is the name, HYSD. Here I will go for name as HYSD
500.
500. Okay, then you can see this, everything is clear. So I have defined HYSD 415, HYSD 500, M20, and if you want one more concrete quality that you can provide like that. So okay, we'll do that also. So I will click on this and then I will go for add copy of material, and now here I will say material will be M25, concrete, isotropic, this, everything you can check it. Okay, no, so that is not, you will have to make a changes over here. So we'll cancel that and we'll go for add new material, and there I will use concrete, and in that I will go for M25. So automatically it will check it. Now you can see it has checked this as a modulus of elasticity has been automatically shifted to 25,000, and you can make it like this. So two concrete grades and two reinforcement grades you have defined. Then you will define the size of beam and size of column. So go to that, go to section properties, frame section. Then here, the first thing is that I will go for delete multiple properties and I will delete all these properties. Okay. And then I will delete one more property. And now I will add new property. So add new property. Here I will go for concrete rectangular, or I will click on this and you can check here. Now let us go for beam. So beam that you are considering as 230 by 450. Okay. And the grade that you are going to use is M20, right? And here I will choose the grade as M20 and concrete rectangular. And here I will write the sizing as 230 by 450. Now I am not explaining because I assume that you are practicing this. Then go to modify show rebar. Here go for M3 design only. Then choose HYSD 415 for longitudinal bars and HYSD HYSD 500 for longitudinal bars and HYSD 415 for uh, confinement bars. Then here you may put the uh, bottom cover as 40 and top cover maybe something around 35 and click OK and click OK. So the beam is defined. I will delete this property and now I will add one more property for column. Add new property. Okay, I will define two. I will go for column as M25. So I will click on that. Then here I will say that column size is 230 by 600 and grade is 25. Then I will choose a grade as 25 and of course, this is my assumption. You may go for grade equal as M20 because this 5-story structure might not need M25. So M20 is more than enough. So you can, but I'm showing you if you want a different property to assign to the size, how it will be assigned. Okay. So 230, then this will be 600 and click on modify show rebar. Now this, then here again you will choose 500 for longitudinal and 415 for stirrups, rectangular, ties, reinforcement to be designed. And if this is design, you may keep all these things as it is. So no problem. Or you may change as per your choice.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर सर
Yes.
ये जो अभी जो पीछे वाले हमने जो ये विंडो खोली थी जिसमें नंबर ऑफ बार्स और ये थे सर, वो डिजाइन डाटा एंटर उस हिसाब से होगा ना ये सर?
नहीं, but we are going for analysis. We are
अच्छा, एनालिसिस में सर ये जो डिफॉल्ट है वो भी यूज कर सकते
यूज कर सकते हैं.
यस
आपको अगर इसको अभी चेंज करना है, you can change it, but that is not required because here you are instructing reinforcement to be designed. That means you are saying whatever I am saying over here may not be correct. You give me the suggestion. That's why you are saying reinforcement to be designed. If you click on this reinforcement to be checked, then he will consider this and accordingly he will check and he will report that whether this is sufficient or this is not sufficient. But he will not give you the design reinforcement. It will be given to you only when you are clicking on that. Then primarily he will consider this, and once he says that okay, this is not correct, then he will apply as per his inbuilt suggestions and he will give you the data. Clear?
यस सर, नाउ क्लियर.
Now.
थैंक यू सर.
Yeah. Then click OK and click OK. Okay. So the two sizes I have chosen. Let us go for some internal beam as 150 by 450. I'm just going for one more size for beam. So I will click on that beam and then I will go for add copy of property, and there I will make it be 150 by 450 and grade will be 20. You can see here M20 is already there because you are copying the previous property, and only thing that you have to make it over here as change the thickness. Now you don't have to go over here. Even if you click, you will see that everything is set because he is copying, right? So that is a shortcut. Once you define one size, the properties of that size you can convert if by using copy of the property. See, add copy of the property, add new property. If you click on this, everything you will have to provide, right? Clear? So I have defined two properties for beam and one property for column. Now I am prepared to create a drawing. Beams, you will have to go to this and you will have to find out what are the columns. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everywhere at every corner you are providing a column. So you can go one by one with angle change, or you can go like this also. So I'm just going over here, then I'm clicking on this side. So this is highlighted. Then I'm going for one story. I will choose all story and then I will go for draw. So click on draw and go to draw beams columns, and here I will go for quick draw columns. Click on it and bring the property over here. You can bring the property over here and you can make it something like this. And this is what happens with most of the newcomers. See, they don't see this and they start drawing, क्योंकि वो ड्राइंग करने की इतनी जल्दबाजी है ना, तो भूल जाते हैं कि वो क्या है. So choose the property that you want to assign for this, right? So I am choosing column to 3600 M25, then continuous and angle equal to 0, and I will draw like this, and I will click, then I will click OK, and you can see everywhere. So if I go for 3D, you can see right from base to top story, the all columns are drawn एक क्लिक में. सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम क्या हुआ?
Orientation.
Are not as per your orientation. Some columns are correct, some columns are not correct. Let's see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3. So 6 columns, and you can see all other columns are in the same direction. So I will select these 3 and these 3. So selection is very clear. So I have selected them. You can see all story option is on, and that's why entire columns right from base to top are selected. Then I will select them like this. Okay, so you can see the selection is over, and selection is as per my choice. That is what I have in my mind. Then I will go to assign, and in assign I will go to frame, and in frame I will go to local axis, and in local axis I will change this local axis equal to 90. Apply and close. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So it is exactly what you need now. Then you can go to assign and clear display of assign, and then all story option is on. Okay, so this is clear. Now you want to draw the beams. So you will have to check your drawing. You can see that there are beams all along every grid line at parking floor. Then there are beams at every grid line at uh, first floor. So there are every grid there are beams like this. So I can draw all of them with one size. So clearly I will go, see all story option is on. Then I will go to draw in the draw beams and columns and
मुझे
pick
सर
draw beams. Yes,
सर जो ऑटोकैड में ड्राइंग है उसमें सेंटर लाइन ऑफ कॉलम और सेंटर लाइन ऑफ वॉल जो ग्रिड है वो सेम नहीं है ना सर एजेस का जो हमने रोटेट किया अभी उस प्लान में तो सर वो एज मतलब वॉल के एज पे कॉलम का एज बैठ रहा है तो सेंटर दोनों का सेंटर सेम नहीं है
नहीं बराबर है इस
तो
पर
ये
मैं
इसमें
बाद
तो
में आने राइट इस पर मैं बाद में आने वाला था, मगर आपने अभी क्वेश्चन रेज किया है तो मैं बता रहा हूँ. सी वी आर नॉट क्रिएटिंग फिजिकल मॉडल, वी आर क्रिएटिंग मैथमेटिकल मॉडल. दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई वांट टू लेट यू नो. मैंने शायद पिछले बार भी बताया था कि
Yes, sir.
एक्चुअली सी in in etab this is a joint. There is one member in this direction, there will be another member in this direction, there will be third member in this direction, there may be any. So all these members are joined over here. So whether what is the size of that beam, whether it is this, or you may have a beam over here as this. Like this. The CG of this and CG of this will be considered over here. Okay. So you will not find it a beam having a depth more and beam having depth less. Actually, you want it something like this. Yes, because this depth is less and this depth is more. But he will consider center of this beam and center of this beam, and it will create a line. Because we are going for mathematical model. Whatever you see in AutoCAD is your physical model. Okay. Hello. Are you getting it? So here you are saying, see what is the grid line? You have drawn a grid line over here. So ETAB will draw a column something like this, and it will draw a beam something like this, and not like this. Okay. See, this is your physical condition and this is your mathematical condition.
सर लोड तो सेंटर ऑफ कॉलम को ही ट्रांसफर होगा
तो सेंटर ऑफ कॉलम ही लिया है ना.
मतलब ईटास में जरूरी नहीं है कि हम वो ठीक से अलाइन करें मतलब जहाँ पे लोड जाना है.
See, this alignment has a meaning for your physical model. It has, see, in software you are creating one line. Are you getting my point? See, you are not creating your mathematically you are saying that this is your beam and not this. Actually, your beam is something like this. Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
But actually, what you are saying that you are having a CG of this cross section, a CG of this cross section, and you are drawing a joint. So this is your beam. Mathematically, this is your beam, and physically, this is your beam. So the forces will be transferred at this point only, right? वो दिमाग से वो निकाल दो, वो दिख नहीं रहा, दिखने का सवाल नहीं है. यू आर नॉट.
सर बीम में चलेगा, बट कॉलम भी तो अगर हम
Yes, yes,
बनाएंगे
yes.
तो
नहीं
मतलब
नहीं नहीं,
उसमें
कॉलम में भी
तो-
चलेगा. कॉलम में भी क्या होगा, ये बीम विल ट्रांसफर द रिएक्शन ऑन कॉलम. Yes. See, there will be. Okay, let me show you that. See, if this is your column, okay, and this is your CG of the column, and actually you are transferring a reaction over here. So this is your load, and there will be eccentricity. Yes. So finally, if you are transferring a force over here, this eccentricity you are considering equal to 0. Actually, this eccentricity will provide some moment. That moment will be missed, but how much it is very simple, very small. So it can be ignored. It can be ignored. Otherwise, a model that you are going to create will make so many complicated things in mathematical calculation. Yeah, it is almost for you to understand it.
Got it, sir.
Yeah. Okay, then we'll go, and you can see over here. Okay, so now I want to draw the beams. So all story option is on, and I have seen the drawing that every beam that I'm drawing is there are beams at every grade point, and these beams will be missing. That will do it a bit later. So right now I can draw the beams. So now I have shown you 3 ways of drawing a beam. You can draw it from this point to this point, then you can draw it from this point to this point, or you can draw all beams all at a time. So you better go through that practice. But right now I will go and draw the beams all in one stage. So I will go to quick draw beams, and I will check the property of the beam. Now you will see that actually the property of beam is there, which is 230 by 450. Okay, that is the property that I want to assign, and I will assign all beams. And you can see all beams are drawn. Yes, everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Now you want to draw the beams over here and beams over here, and for that you will have to see your drawing. Now here you can see either from this point to this point you are having 2.89. Okay, so you can copy this beam and replicate it over here with dx equal to 2.89. Let's do that. And you can check that every floor is having that beam. Yes. So I will draw it at every floor, even terrace also, right? So I will go, and then I will select this beam. You can see all beams are selected, and then I will go to edit, and in edit I will go to replicate, and in replicate I will go to linear with dx equal to 2.89. That is what I have measured from my architectural drawing, and I will apply, and I will close. The beam is drawn. Then again I will go over there, and this is also 2.89, but it is on opposite side, so I will have to say minus 2.89 if I select this beam. But if I select this beam, I may go for 2.205. So the choice is yours. You will, both of you will be correct because total distance is 5.095. So if you deduct this, then you will get 2.205. So either you will select the two beams and offset it on plus x side, or you will select this beam and offset it on minus side. So I will go with this, or you can do this also. Okay, so 2.89 with dx equal to minus. Okay, so I'm selecting this beam, I'm selecting this beam, and then I'm going to edit and replicate, and in replicate, I will say minus 2.89, and I will apply. Close. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now again, I will go to drawing. So you can see now here, you don't want to draw the beams. So at terrace, you don't want to draw the beam, and at parking also, you don't want to draw the beam. Okay, at parking, you have drawn this beam, so you will have to delete those two beams, because at parking, the beam is not over here. So I will do that. So story number 7. So basically, I will go to story number 1. Okay, then I will make this all story equal to one story, and then I will see 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will delete them. Only the bottom story or at story number 1, the beams are deleted, and you can see that the beams are there. Okay, now you can check it. So at this level also, you don't want to provide a horizontal beam like this, which is over here. Okay, so I can draw that with option that I will say that my second story will be similar to all other story except terrace. So I can make that arrangement in my model. So I will go to edit. I will go to edit story and grid system data, and I will go modify story data. And here, first I will say that this is my PL. So I will say plinth, then this I will say first, then second, then third, or the choice, name of the choice is with you. Fourth, fifth, and this as a terrace, or you may say roof, whatever. So terrace, clear? Then what I will do, I will make this as minus 1.5. So minus 1.5, and I will make this as 0. Yeah, that's all. Minus 1.5, then you will see that 0, 3, 6, 9, and finally 18. Clear?
Yes,
ये
sir.
इतना समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I will say that plinth is similar to none. Okay, plinth अलग है. अब ये फर्स्ट स्टोरी मेरा मास्टर स्टोरी है, सो आई विल मेक इट एज मास्टर स्टोरी. ओके, देन this also I will make none. So, and now I will say this story similar to first. This story also similar to first. This story also similar to first. This story also similar to first. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
is different, na? Gallery is there.
होगा ना यार, मेरे मेरे लिए अभी कन्वीनियंट है, इसीलिए मैं आपको बताता हूँ क्यों दिए. Right?
Sure.
So I will say okay. See, if I if I see here, I want to draw this beam. Yes. So these beams are everywhere. I'm not looking for terrace, this balcony. I will do it later on. Okay. So I will draw the beams at every floor except plinth and terrace, because at plinth there is no beam, and at terrace also there is no beam. Yes. देखने के बाद पता चलेगा. Don't worry about it. So I will select this. And how much is the distance? It is 1.17 up and 1.17 down. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
But before that, I will have to make the arrangement as similar story. Only then the option will be available. Now I'm selecting this. and I'm replicating it with positive 1.7 and then negative 1.7. You can go to edit, then you can go to replicate. Then I will make this as 0 because no offset on x direction, but dy will be 1.17, and I will apply. Clear? Then again I will select this, and I will make this as minus 1.17 and apply and close. Now I don't want this beam. So I will select the beams. Then I will select the joint on from which I want to curtail it, and I will go to edit frames, no, align joints, frames and edges, and there I will go for trim. It has been trimmed. Then I will select this, then I will select this, then this joint will be selected, and I will go and do the same thing. Trim. Clear हुआ?
Yes, sir.
Now just check whether everything is correct or not. So we'll start with plinth. Okay, now plinth is okay. Then this is okay. The first story is clear. Then you can see second story, except the balconies or on this side, everything is clear. So third clear, fourth clear, fifth clear, and terrace also clear. Okay. Then I will go to second story. Okay. And in second story, what I'm going to do, I am going again to edit story data grid system. I will follow it. And then now I will select this also master story. And then I will make this story as master to second. Clear? अभी समझा ना क्या हुआ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So you can make the changes as many times as you want. And the last change will be considered for the application of that. That doesn't mean that this will be removed. The only thing is that now I will say I will apply this. Okay, so now you can see the similar story option is working like this. And then I will check the distance. So what is the distance? Actually, distance ये गलत है. I will have to go to this. So it is नहीं, ये proper selection नहीं हुआ. Let me conduct it over here. Above. Yeah, there is a center line and you can see 1.73. Okay, so the 1.73 up on this side and 1.73 up below on this side. So I can replicate this, right? So I'm selecting this beam. I'm selecting this beam and 1.73 on upside. So I can go and replicate, and then this will be 1.73. Apply. Clear? Then I will choose this. I will choose this, and I will say minus 1.73 and apply, and then close. Now I know this point. I can pick this point and then I will draw a beam straight away. So how? Okay. So I can go to draw option, and in draw option, I will go to draw beams, and now I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use this draw beam column, and I will go over here and see this. The beam is correct. So I will select this point and I will select this joint. Enter, then select this point and select this point, joint. Enter. Similarly, you can go select this grid point and select the joint. Enter. Then select this point and select the joint. Enter. Then okay. Okay. Again, I will go and select it. Draw beams, and B 230 by 450. So I will select this joint and then I will select grid point. Enter, joint, and then grid point. Enter, then joint and grid point. Enter, then joint and grid point. Enter. Okay, then close this, and you can save. टाइम टू टाइम आप सेव करना जरूरी है, अदरवाइज अगर कुछ गड़बड़ हो जाए तो पूरा you can miss the everything. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now the question is that if you see every floor, now you will see that the things are correct. Let us check it. Again, go to plan, then start from up. You can see the terrace plan is as per your choice. This is below plan. Then you can see this is fourth, then this is third, then this is second, this is first, and then plinth, and then base. Clear? Now I will go for 1 story, and then I will select all the joints. So you can see how many are there. 18. You can check it 18 only. You can check it here also, and then you will assign in joints, restraints, and then you will pick this. So the fixed condition is assigned, and that you can reflect in elevation. So any elevation, you can see it has been there. Clear? Now I will go to first and see. Actually, if I right click on this beam, the property is 230 by 450. Actually, I don't want, I want that as a 150 by 450. So I will go for this and I will choose all one. You can see all beams. And at this there is no beam. That's why he's not selecting. At plinth also there is no beam. That's why he's selecting the beams where they are. Right. And then I will go to assign. In frame, I will go to section property, and now this 150 by 450 I will select and I will say apply. And now you can see the section property applied is 150 by 450. Rest of the are 230 by 450. Yes. Clear हो रहा है?
Yes, sir.
क्लियर है सर.
Then go to assign, clear display of assign. So that will be removed. So this is how you can generate. Now just you can highlight this and make it over here, and then go to your view option, set display options, and there you can go and see the extrude frame option, and you can say apply to all windows, means both the windows will be applied. So this this change will be applied in both windows. If you don't check this, it will be applied only in active window, and which is your active window right now, 3D. So I want to see it in first window also. So I am saying apply and close. Now this is how it will look like. But don't get confused with that. It is not as per here. You will see that it is not as per your architectural drawing. Here also you will see that it is not as per your architectural drawing. But that is okay. No, there shall not be any problem, because the connection is at this point. See, this is how this is for your weaving only. Actually, he is considering every beam or every frame element as a line element. Okay, so I will remove this. So again, I will go to view and set display options, and in display option, now I will remove this, but I don't want to remove it over here. So I am not going to click on this and click OK. Now only see the change has been done in active window only. And then you can make this window active, then restore full view, and the full view will be restored. So I think this is enough for today. Yes.
सर
यस सर.
सर वो एक ओरिएंटेशन वाला कंसेप्ट समझा दो ना कॉलम का, वो आया नहीं समझ में अच्छी तरह.
क्या नहीं समझा उसमें?
सर उसमें वो समझ में नहीं आया कि जो कैसे उसको ओरिएंट करेंगे, कौन सा सही तरीका है ओरिएंट करने का.
नहीं, सभी तरीके सही है. अगर आप ओरिएंटेशन अच्छा, यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट कंसेप्ट, स्ट्रक्चरल कंसेप्ट.
यस सर, स्ट्रक्चरल नॉट आर्किटेक्चरल.
Okay, okay, okay. In that case, I will have to make something. Okay, I will go to architectural drawing. Let us see. This is your column. Okay.
Yes sir.
And you are having a beam in this direction. And you are having another beam in this direction. Right. Now this beam is carrying, say, moment equal to say 35 kilonewton. Let us say it is carrying 35 kilonewton meter. So that you will understand after the analysis. But let's say that analysis is showing that this beam is transferring a moment on this column as 35, and this beam is transferring moment on the column equal to say 10 kilonewton per meter. And this is a corner column. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what will happen? See, when you're orienting a column like this, immediately this is your minor axis. Axis which is parallel to your depth will be minor axis. In our case, it is 2. And the axis which is perpendicular to your depth is 3 axis or major axis. So I will say this is 3. Now this beam will transfer a moment something like this. That means it will be transferred on this axis. Clear? This beam will transfer a moment something like this. So it will be transferred on this axis. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now a major, which is the greater moment? This. So if you compare 35 with 10, which is greater?
35.
35. Now this 35 should be transferred on major axis. That means this orientation is correct structurally. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what will happen if you are having a column something like this? Now this axis will become 2 and this axis will become 3.
Yes,
But
sir.
the transfer of moment will be like this. So now in this case, this 35 moment is getting transferred on minor axis. So in second case, you will need more ASC. ASC in second case will be more than ASC in first case. Clear?
Yes, sir.
बिकॉज माइनर एक्सिस पे आपको लीवर आर्म कम मिल रहा है, इसका मतलब आपको एएससी ज्यादा बढ़ाना पड़ेगा.
ओके.
क्लियर?
यस सर. सर एक चीज और पूछनी इसी में ही.
हम्म.
सर थोड़ा विजुअलाइजेशन में मुझे प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. जो आप मूवमेंट जो जैसे बीम पे आपने यू लगाया ना मूवमेंट, तो ये कॉलम में किस डायरेक्शन में जाएगा ये विजुअलाइज नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ.
अरे यही ना मोमेंट अबाउट दिस. तो 3 डायमेंशनल, सी वेन एवर यू आर इन डाउट, मेरा सजेशन ये है कि यू ड्रॉ द 3 डायमेंशनल मोमेंट कॉलम साइज. सी लेट अस, दिस इज योर कॉलम. विजुअलाइजेशन के लिए आपको ये प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी. See, this is your column. Okay.
यस सर.
Now let us draw the beam. You are having a beam something like this. बराबर?
यस सर.
Now ये बीम क्या करेगा? ये बीम, सी अगर आपने ऐसा लिया बीम, तो ये बीम मोमेंट ऐसा ही ट्रांसफर करेगा ना. या हो सकता है ये होगा, वॉट एवर इट मे बी.
ओके सर.
So it will be transferred something like this. So this 2 axis, this is your 2 axis. It will be subjected to. That moment will be transferred like this.
ओके सर.
And if you are having another beam, let us say this is your beam. बराबर.
Yes, sir.
This beam will transfer a moment like this, which will be applied on this axis. तो ये मेजर एक्सिस है और ये माइनर एक्सिस है. विजुअलाइज हो रहा है क्या?
हाँ सर, हो रहा है, बिल्कुल हो रहा है, सही हो रहा है एकदम, समझ.
तो नंबर ऑफ मैं ये कहूंगा आप नंबर ऑफ स्केचेस ड्रॉ करो, तब आपका विजुअलाइजेशन क्लियर हो जाएगा. मैंने ऐसे हजारों स्केचेस निकाले, तब जाके मैं अभी कभी कंफ्यूज नहीं होता. तो आपको भी वही करना पड़ेगा. आसान है, इट्स नॉट डिफिकल्ट. क्या होता है, हम लोग मेहनत करने में ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत बड़ा टैलेंट लगता है. ठीक, क्या होगा, आप बोलते हैं ना ये मोमेंट ऐसा ऐसा ट्रांसफर होगा. यस.
यस सर.
अब देखो, अगर आपका कॉलम, ये कॉलम ऐसा है, तो मोमेंट किस पर ट्रांसफर होगा? इस पर होगा, इसी पर होगा ना.
हाँ सर, ऐसे ही होगा. ये प्लान व्यू बनाया आपने.
हाँ, ये आपका इलेवेशन है और ये प्लान
एलिवेशन.
है.
हाँ.
मान लो हम्म, मान लो आपका कॉलम ऐसा है, ये ऐसा है कॉलम यहाँ पे. हाँ, तो भी मोमेंट ऐसे ही आएगा. तो ये दैट विल बी ट्रांसफर्ड ऑन विच?
मेजर एक्सिस.
मेजर एक्सिस पे जाएगा ना.
यस सर.
So that is, see, in one case it is getting transferred on minor axis, in another case it is getting transferred on major axis. क्योंकि ये बीम का सिचुएशन नहीं बदलेगा, बीम तो ऐसे ही मोमेंट डाल देगा, बिकॉज दैट इज अ फ्लेक्चरल मोमेंट. ये है ना.
यस सर.
तो it will get transferred like this only. So this column position will consider whether it is getting transferred on major axis or on minor axis. अब क्लियर हुआ?
अब क्लियर हो गया सर.
तो जब तक क्लियर नहीं होता ना, तब तक हाँ नहीं बोलने का. नेवर से यस व्हेन यू वांट टू से नो. क्लियर है ना?
हाँ सर.
ये
सर
मेरा
एक चीज और पूछनी थी.
हाँ.
ये जो अपन को जब डिजाइन करना होता है तो क्वेश्चन में मूवमेंट दे रखा होता है ना?
किसमें?
क्वेश्चन में.
अरे क्वेश्चन में दिया जाता है, प्रैक्टिस में कुछ नहीं. प्रैक्टिस में वो भी आपको निकालना है, इसीलिए तो हम लोग एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं. सी, आर्किटेक्ट विल गिव यू दिस ड्राइंग और बोलेगा बाकी मुझे मत पूछो, ये ड्राइंग के हिसाब से मुझे रिलेवेंट स्ट्रक्चरल फ्रेमिंग दे दो, रिलेवेंट साइजिंग दे दो, रीएनफोर्समेंट दे दो. दैट विल आई विल हैंडेड इट ओवर टू क्लाइंट, और पेमेंट उसको, वो आर्किटेक्ट थोड़ी आपको बताएगा नहीं नहीं ये ऐसा कर लो, वो वैसा कर लो. फिर आप क्या करोगे? वो बोलेगा वो तो तुम्हारा काम है, मेरा थोड़ी है. क्लाइंट तुम्हें ड्राइंग बना के देगा कि क्लाइंट बोलेगा यार मेरे को एक घर मांगता है, वो घर में लिविंग होना चाहिए, बेडरूम होना चाहिए, घर अच्छा दिखना चाहिए, मेरे हिसाब से होना चाहिए. तो आप थोड़ी बोलेंगे उसको कि यार उसका स्केच निकाल के दो. वो बोलेगा उसके लिए तो आपके पास आया हूँ. अगर आप मेरा रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल नहीं करते तो मैं और किसी के पास जाता हूँ, बिकॉज ही इज पेइंग फॉर दैट. तो वो जो आप बोल रहे हैं ना, वो आपको किताबों में मिलेगा, या व्हेन यू आर अपेयरिंग फॉर एनी एग्जाम वो बोलेंगे कि मेजर एक्सिस मोमेंट 35 है, 37 है. वो सारा आपको यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. इसीलिए तो आपको यू हैव टू फॉलो कोडल प्रोविजन, you have to follow architectural drawing, you have to follow structural understanding. So based on that you will carry you will come to a solution, and then then you will say that, okay, for this requirement, this is my arrangement, and this is my column sizing, this is my footing sizing, and give it to contractor and get it constructed and show me. Clear?
Yes, sir.
प्रैक्टिस में आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, आपको सीधा बोलेंगे वो मैदान है, वहां पे खेलना है, और सामने बुमराह है, कौन है वो तुम जानो, वो खेलना है, 100 रन निकाल के आना है, राइट?
यस सर।
और अगर बुमराह आपकी अपोनेंट टीम में है ना, तो वो आप पर कोई दया नहीं दिखाएगा, अरे बंदा नया है, थोड़ा उसको छोटा सा कम स्पीड वाला बॉल डालता हूँ, या स्पिन नहीं करता हूँ, या स्विंग नहीं करता, वो बोलेगा नहीं, बंदे को पहले बॉल पे ही बाहर निकालेंगे। तो आपको वो सारी तैयारी करनी है, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर डूइंग। नहीं तो आप क्लास क्यों ज्वाइन करते? बिकॉज यू वांट टू प्ले विथ बुमराह और अगेंस्ट बुमराह, आई विल से, बराबर?
यस।
ओके, यस, एनी अदर क्वेरी?
एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
या
सर मुझे इसमें मॉडलिंग में पूछना था सर, जैसे स्लैब होती है ना सर, अपन स्लैब बनाते हैं,
हाँ,
तो सर अगर उसको आउट ऑफ ग्रिड जैसे एक्सटेंड करना हो, जैसे सर
करेंगे
कई
ना।
बार बालकनीज में बीम्स
करेंगे।
वगैरह प्रोवाइड नहीं करते, डायरेक्ट स्लैब एक्सटेंड करते हैं,
करेंगे
तो
ना,
वो
करेंगे।
चीज
वो करेंगे ना, वो पहला स्लैब, आज तो हमने फ्रेमिंग लिया, बीम कॉलम, जब स्लैब ड्रॉ करेंगे तो वो भी बताऊंगा ना।
ओके सर।
देखो आज तो हमने कोई स्लैब नहीं ड्रॉ किया।
नहीं सर, पूछ रहा था, हो सकती है ना सर ऐसे, कि
या
पिछली
सब
बार
कुछ
बीम
होता है,
से क्लास
कुछ
में
होता है।
बनाया था, तो मैंने कई जगह वैसे भी देखी है स्लैब डायरेक्ट
Yes, yes,
एक्सटेंड हो रखी है, तो इसलिए डाउट आया
yes,
था
yes,
मेरे मन
सब
में।
कुछ, नहीं नहीं नहीं, सब कुछ हो सकता है, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। मैं कहूँगा सॉफ्टवेयर में सारी सारी रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल करने की ताकत है, मगर आपको सॉफ्टवेयर को बोलना पड़ेगा मुझे ये चाहिए, और सॉफ्टवेयर की भाषा में बोलना पड़ेगा।
यस
And that's why we are learning. That's why we are learning the language of software. See, ETAP. See, what are ETAP commands? ETAP commands are the commands which software can understand, and that's why we are going through the commands, because software knows every command. We want to know all that things so that we can communicate with the software.
यस सर।
Clear? Yeah. So in next session, we'll go and find out that how we can draw it.
ओके सर।
Okay. Any other query with whatever we have learned up till now? Yes, anybody? Or shall I conclude?
यस सर।
Yeah. Samir says yes. Yeah, Hema Kedari wants to ask me something.
Sir, we when we draw a staircase, how can we draw it? No, it a model.
वो देखेंगे ना, staircase is nothing but a slab.
Yes, sir.
So when we are going to draw the slab, we'll draw the staircase also. Again, I will say, don't get confused with architectural drawing and structural drawing. That means software detailing. Because we are dealing with mathematics. Again, I am saying we are dealing with mathematical model. We are not dealing with physical model. That physical model is for site people, and mathematical model is for design engineer. अब डिजाइन इंजीनियर की हैसियत से आपको क्या चाहिए? How much is the shear force? How much is the bending moment? How much is the axial force? How much is the torsional force? So torsional moment and flexural moment, moment about minor axis, moment about major axis, यही आपको चाहिए ना?
Yes, sir.
तो अगर आपको वो मिला तो यू विल डिजाइन द सेक्शन अकॉर्डिंगली, और फिर वो फिजिकल मॉडल में कन्वर्ट करके साइट पे जाएगा। we are not interested in creating a physical model. At least if you follow me, I will not suggest. Yes, there are ways to draw the staircase, but that drawing of that staircase, like what you see in, let's say, what you see over here. See, you can draw a staircase like this. There is no harm, and even ETAB has that facility. I'm not saying that ETAB doesn't have that facility. ETAB can draw this slab also, but that is not required. I will draw that slab over here. I will draw a slab like this, and I will not draw it like this. But that will talk about that in next session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes. अगर question नहीं है तो can we conclude? Yes. Anybody? If you have question, don't keep in your mind. Maybe you see, questions are questions. There is no wrong question and correct question or foolish question. Question is question. See, many times what happens, if I cannot answer your question, then I will say that what foolish question you are asking. The meaning is that I'm not in a position to answer that. So don't consider any question as a foolish question. Question होता है. Doubt is doubt. ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि कुछ इंटेलिजेंट डाउट होते हैं, कुछ मॉडरेट डाउट होते हैं, कुछ फुलिश डाउट होते हैं. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. डाउट इज अ डाउट. If it is cleared, then there is no doubt. And if one cannot clear, then he cannot say that, okay, I don't have that answer. So he will say, what foolish question you are asking me? Got it? Hello? Sameer?
Yes, sir.
सही बोल
We
रहा हूँ?
can conclude, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, then, yeah. With this, we'll conclude today's session, and in next session, we'll go for drawing of slabs, then we'll go for loading. Okay. Thank you then.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, everybody. Thank you.